Welcome to my 1 month keyboard and mouse progression. In today's video I'm showing you how I got from here to this in just under a month. Before we get into the video, make sure to use code NXV in the item shop, helps me out greatly, and let's get into it. So week 1, what I did was I just tried to play as much as I could, resist as much as I could of the urge to go back to controller, but I just didn't do it. I just kept on forcing through, playing edit courses, playing free building maps. Even though I wasn't doing much, I just had to get used to my layout. And as you know, I did upload week 1, week 2 and 100 game progression keyboard and mouse video. If you haven't already, check those out. I'm gonna be outlining briefly what happened in the week, but those have a detailed video on them, so if you want to check that out, there'll be a link in the description. But in day 1, I just tried to learn basically my keybinds, which are copied or polarized. Then I decided the polarized keybinds that I actually picked, they weren't working for me. So what I did was I changed the edit button from F to E, and I also changed the pickaxe from 1 to Q later on in the clip. And I realized this was a lot better for me. The hand placement and just natural position of my hand were just complemented Q at the time, so I just did that, and thank God I made that decision because it made my editing somewhat faster and more easier. And also what I did was I went on edit on release off, so you have to tap it twice in my case, and the reason I did that was for better crosshair placement, so I can potentially hit my shots a little bit better. And I actually eventually got faster at doing mongrel classics, doing edits as well, as you can see on the screen, doing edit courses. And basically I just kept on doing this. Week 1 was just a rinse and repeat of just doing the same stuff over and over again, because I just needed to get that muscle memory down and get the timings down in my head so I could actually transform them into real games. I also did some piece controlling map, like the basics, like doing mongrel classic or placing cone in them, but for some reason my cone button was V, and at the time my muscle memory was just not it for V. And this is why I just forced myself to do this for even though the peak weren't really good, I was just editing a wide open edit, but the point of this was just to get my muscle memory on V so I could place the triangle in the box. And I also done it a bit with the stairs so I can get my mongrel classic a bit faster. This is basically it for week 1, I'll be real. The other 2 days all I did was just radius mechanics v4 map. You see the code up there if you guys want to copy, but that's basically what I did. Just went through the piece control tunneling maps. Even though I wasn't really good at it, I just kept on doing it. Okay, week 2, again we start off with Martha's box fights. This actually became my favorite map to do, and thank God Martha's actually made this map because it brings so much practice. And when I jump onto the game at first to get my hands warm, all I do is just play this for like 10 to 15 minutes. I just get like really good headshots because the main idea of this map is to just hit the 180 or 170 plus pump in the head, and it just helped out my aim a lot. But what I realized from week 1 was my aim was generally good. Like I seen other players' progressions and their aim wasn't as good, but mine for some reason was actually not that bad. I kept on like hitting a lot of 200 pumps and my aim was generally not missing. And another reason why I was so surprised was because I play on a small desk, so I needed to put my sensitivity a bit higher, because if it was lower my mouse just carry on going over the desk. So in my gameplay is usually just always shaky. As you can see in this clip, it's just so shaky, and the reason for that is my desk size. So hopefully I get under the desk soon and I just bump down the sensitivity so my aim's a lot more consistent. But for now it was doing the job, I guess. And I did jump into arena with some of my friends, and just to grind this out for day 8, I just kept on playing arena to get the natural feel of how real games are working and what I need to do with the mouse and keyboard, basically, because I was actually such a noob. After that, day 9 again, but this time I decided to switch up the warm-up routine, and what I did instead was actually to just edit courses. I was getting good at triple edits, I was actually getting fluent and more stuff, but the issue was I couldn't edit and build, if that makes sense. Like I couldn't do a triple edit while building, I couldn't do a double edit while building. I had to like take a break. As you can see, I tried to do a bit of tunneling. My piece control wasn't too good since I never had the timings perfectly down yet. However, I was making a lot more progress than before, and week 1 compared to week 1 it looked so much better. And day 11 to 12 again, Martha's box fights, just playing as much as I can of the game. However, in these 2 days I didn't really play much, that's why I had to just condense them together. At one point I was actually getting bored of the game because I was just taking so many hours, and it was like hard finding motivation to actually carry on playing the game, because it was just so it just took so long to get to the stage where I was on controller. I just felt like it was going to take even longer to get to where I was on keyboard, but I just kept on going through. And day 14 to 13, again the same routine, martyrs, but in this map I was generally having fun because it didn't require too much mental capacity, too much thinking. Just rush in, hit your shots, kill the guy, or die, get 1 point. Bunch of arena game modes, just kept on playing. Basically, as you can see, like, we did take a lot of L's, but we just battled through. I was playing with my friends. The solos was a lot tough. Like, I did try to play solos, but it just didn't go well, so I decided to do trios or duos with my mates, so that I can have like a supporting hand while still like learning the ins and out of like real games and what to do here and there. My piece control was really bad. Like, I could basically, the maximum I could do was place to stay in someone's box like I did there, but again my overall piece control was really bad, and I decided to actually work on that in week 3. So with that being said, let's segue into week 3. In week 3, I just carried on playing arena again and again. I played a lot of matches, like a whole lot of matches, and I just kept on getting good as I could really see the progress, and I just kept on battling through if I died. And while I was doing this, I was ranking up at a really good rate. At this point, I think I was Diamond 3 maybe, and Diamond 3 for like the first 21 days is really good, and I just kept on doing it again and again, and kept on playing to rank up. And I decided that I feel like I needed to aim higher, because my aim was elite at this point, and I was at this stage I was Diamond 3 55%. So I decided that I needed to get to champs, which is what I do get at the end of the video, so make sure to watch the whole video. So what I did was I just kept on playing again and again, and as you can see, I was actually wiping out squads. I was doing really good. This was just yeah, we don't talk about this clip too much. I don't know what I did. I thought I actually killed the guy and I just stopped shooting, but I really didn't. But yeah, I was actually doing I was getting a lot of kills. My KD was going up in my Fortnite tracker, and I was really feeling myself. So week 3 was a huge success, and I just kept on battling through, playing loads. And to see the whole of week 3, make sure to watch my 1 to 100 game video. That one's like really funny edited, and I hope you enjoy it because it shows like what I really did in week 3. With that being said, and for the final week, week 4, all I did here was just play a lot of ranked, because I wanted to get to champions to finish off this video. So I just grinded ranked with my friends and just carried on playing and playing. I actually got a lot of kills. My KD was going up. I was performing better each game as time went on. As you can see, like, I got a ton of kills. End game especially, I get a lot of kills. Start game, I'm a bit rusty here and there. My build is still fluid as usual, but that's to be expected since I have only been playing keyboard and mouse for a month. Actually less than a month, but that's besides the point. I was getting better and I was seeing a lot of improvement. Here is some of the gameplay I managed to generate. If he stops flipping building, dead.
I'm popping a medikit, please wait.
I got you.
He's trying to get me, bro. Keep fighting, bro.
Oh, he's one tap. Dead. Watch behind you. Sniped him, dead.
Dead.